Mhm. Yep.
Lead us in, Smokey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great night of Counter-Strike. Unfortunately, we started a little late because of technical difficulties, but that's okay. Tonight, we are covering Omen's Esports taking on Mythic. That's right, the Mythic, with Flom and company. I am joined by Expo tonight.
Hello.
Expo, glad to have you here. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, and the truck lover apparently is too.
I'm gonna say, nice couple of good kills. Flom finishes it out with a kill and a crisp the headshot. And that's a fourth on the board for Flom and company. But yeah, I mean, like, Omen Esports starting out the season 3-1. Their most recent match was a loss, but honestly, all things considered, this is their debut season into North American Advance. Can't hold them to unrealistic standards. But
Yeah,
I think
they're definitely new to Advance. They're coming from Maine last season, playing under Milked, I believe.
yeah,
And yeah, I mean, they've started the season off well, and they started this game off very well, but Mythic have changed the momentum of the game around, so with
I
a
was supposed
quick
to say,
bomb plant in this round, it looks
yeah,
like that's going to stay the case.
both teams have been
Hard
playing
retake.
very fast, very high octane levels right now. Especially Flom, he's been leading the charge. And as soon as they started like picking up the pace a little bit, it's been netting them a lot of gains. So far, yeah, 4-3, about 4 rounds
Lots
in
of
a row
CT
for this
util.
T side. I have to try to go for a retake maybe on this. Maybe
Ooh,
call it off.
wait. The gap went away.
The trades back and
Trades all
forth.
over.
Rue with a double.
They spotted Austin. Oh, no time though.
Yeah, Austin's gonna hold the angle
Yep.
without a bomb, but I mean that's another one on the board for Mythic. Oh, they both die. Wine, my brother. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, I'm curious what it is that got Omen caught off guard, because they started off with those 3 straight rounds to keep things, strong, and now it seems like Mythic have maybe found a bit of a window that they're exploiting.
I think it was a slight change of pace because initially Flom, they were very slow towards their consistent A pushes, and now they're just going super quick. It's within like I want to say like the first 30 seconds that they've been hitting the site, and it's been doing them a lot of favors.
Yeah, and
I
I
think
kind
Juan
of
earlier was out with like the op. He was like bunny hopping all the way towards over here where Austin's at, towards the very edge of red box. It looks like they're gonna take it a little bit slower this time. Interesting. We're ready to molly
wonder.
off secret if need be. They're going to and push outside close to the smoke. Go towards secret. This is going to keep Omen a little bit off guard. At least one of the players will drop towards vents. Go ahead and smoke through mini. Keep them guessing a little bit.
Yeah, they seem like they're making the right call here, just playing slow, clearing outside, maybe going for that wrap around to A.
As I say, they're getting a lot of good map control with this. And Flom
Ooh, and
opening
Flum
killing to
caught
MP9 is going to be
MP9.
rather tough. I
Oh,
love Cooper's
I mean, they're
patience.
going to be aware of this, but
Yeah, Rue gets one. Truck Lover with the trade, though. Chris trying to
oh,
hold the angle
interesting.
with the pocket op. Doesn't get him anything. Heiser will backstab him with in the back of the head with an
Oh,
AK.
yeah, they spotted me.
Yeah. Wine will go down. And that's darn near a perfect round once again for Team Mythic. Now back to the drawing board for Owen. For Omen.
I wonder if Cooper's going to get out the op this round. He has plenty of money for it. No, they're going to stay all on AKs. Interesting. Yeah, I know already earlier in the game, before we got the stream up, I know Ween had success with an opener.
He was playing very aggressive with the op in the opening handful of rounds. We'll see if they decide to play just as aggressive. Looks like
Yeah,
Chris
and
is going to call for a tech timeout.
I do find it interesting. Hmm.
What were you saying, Expo? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do think it's kind of interesting that Mythic are going for this Oplus T side so far. They just don't feel like it's necessary with the pace they're going, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, who can blame them? They've been pretty consistently. They're up 6-4 at this point. Um, like it's they at this point, like just hit him hard with the AKs. The one tap headshots have been netting them so many favors.
Yeah, I think one of the most interesting things when it comes to modern nuke now is with the changes to the meta that kind of favors the T side a bit more on most maps. I think that's really shaken up nuke especially. I think it's
I
been
was
really interesting to see how it plays out now that nuke's a lot more like almost T leaning, just barely.
I was to say with the new MR12 and like almost no change to the economy, it just punishes the CTs if they lose even more. Now, I will say, you used to could be like you used to be happy if you got 3 rounds as a G. Oh my goodness, we have HUD.
It's
But yeah,
beautiful.
like you were happy to just get like a 9-3 half in CS:GO on like Nuke as the
Oh
T's.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
but now we see teams. But now we see teams winning outright on like their battles on T side over towards this new Nuke. It's been pretty intense.
Just a quick HUD correction, by the way. It is not a BO3. The HUD does imply it is a BO3,
Yeah, it
but
is
it
just
is
a
not.
best of one tonight since it's just still the regular season of ESEA.
Ooh,
And
there's
it's
that
looking
Ween
at,
off.
oh my god, an MP9, nice backstab, double kill
Wow.
with the MP9 of his
I wonder
own.
how MP9 even found that gap. Just an interesting timing, I guess. And
Bro, it's just him, dude. Bro, it's just him.
yeah, well, they have a lot of CTs here to stop this, so
This thing coming in from all angles too, make it very awkward. Bingus, nice kill to Heiza from top. First, it's the bottom of range, gonna double swing, not quite getting the second kill. Cooper though onto Chris. That's gonna make this a little bit more confusing at 2-on-3.
oh
Bingus
yeah,
though onto
this is
Cooper,
brutal.
and Wine with the final kill on the Awesome with the Ob.
Yeah, that was a great round out of Omen right there. Yeah, Ween once again finding a great opener with that op. An interesting like backstab timing they had in lobby.
Because the MP9 has had those absolutely massive lurks throughout this season. If there's an exploitable hole, he will find a way.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I wonder if Mythic are gonna play a little different as a result of that round.
They might shake things up in the statistics a little bit. They do have 2 rounds to go, including this one. Now, if you're
Are they
Omen,
going
you
for a
really want to
fast
end this
A?
with a 6-6 half, to be honest. Give them absolutely nothing. This is going to be your toughest battle so far throughout this regular season. You don't want to give it away so easily. Wine with an opening kill with the op. Rue getting tagged down very hard. Heiza will finish him off. Wine net this time. Wall bangs onto Heiza. Nice trade out. That's going to make it. Ooh! I see
Good trade out of Ween.
let's see, a 3-on-4, a 2-on-3 now. Wine onto Cooper as well. Absolutely demolishing this T side of Team Mythic for the
They don't even
penultimate
have the bomb right
round.
now.
I don't.
Ween is definitely posted.
Yeah, Bing's just gonna wait very patiently. Going to
Let us
activate
the
the rest of
bomb
the team.
back.
They might swing out. Ooh, Trucklover's got the angle towards Heaven cut off. Bingus might swing this. He might not, just play for time. Okay, yeah. And they're gonna go ahead and straight fall into vents towards Bravo's site. Look at the plant, and unfortunately, nobody from Omen's there to quickly rotate. They missed out on the bomb pickup, and now they've got to kind of got to scramble. It's a little
Ooh,
bit of a
Bingus
better
is going all
retake
the way to
2-on-3.
secret. Interesting.
Oh my goodness, Chris, going in hot, going in fast. Gonna go ahead and smoke off control room.
Oh,
Keep
that's a
poking.
huge pick.
Again, Bingus on the flump. Ooh, truck lever. A double onto Ween and Bingus.
Oh no.
He's gonna go ahead and spray it down with the USPS, but that does nothing. Truck lever, a triple
What a
kill.
1v3.
I was about to say a 1v3 for the clutch up, and that's gonna make this an even higher hill for Omen to climb as this round as half concludes. Final round of the half. Omen, you got to get this 5th round on the board, guys.
I mean, when Flum, I think it was Flum that died in vent there. That immediately made that insanely hard round for Truck Lover, but he just does so good in those situations, dividing up the fights and getting the 1v1s he needs.
He's 15-5 so far in the game. So honestly, he's been really hard
140
carrying this
ADR.
team.
Bingus with is that correct? Does Bingus really have 223 ADR?
I hope this has right, because that is
That's
absolutely
wait, that
insane.
can't be right. It says Rue has 0 ADR. That's kind of
Yes,
odd.
yeah, let's say goofy. Yeah, has a little brokey. Man,
Yeah,
Omen
so
looking a little flat these last couple of rounds. They've
yeah,
strung
I'm not
together.
sure what it is because this op is definitely finding the success that they need.
I think
Mythic's
Team Mythic
just
are just honestly like winning the duels outright.
yeah.
Mr. Austin over here posted up very quickly, inching up towards red box by Gray. Smoke will get broken open, but they're not going to see anything quite yet. Chris might go for a spam. He does. Sees nothing. No connections.
Oh, is
As they
Mingus gonna
definitely
be
heard
ready for
that.
this?
Oh,
Oh no.
no, Bingus pushes too close to the sun, and he falls hard.
Oh, and I
Lando
think
trying
this
to pull the
is
little cheeky off angle. The op's not going to see anything so far.
truly
Austin,
the same thing
somehow.
as last round.
Yeah, I was about to say, going to just be hard hit towards B this time. There's really nobody down here to respond either, so it's going to be a really weird retake. MP9 in a duel of his own, taking a lot of damage. Flom finds him out with the AK through the smoke. That's going to
Yeah.
make it even worse. A 3-on-5 now, potential clutch setup.
Even even with the player advantage, Omen were struggling with these retakes. So you'd have to imagine that in this situation, it doesn't look too good. But Roof finds one onto Austin.
Yeah, and just as fast as they push down towards Secret, they push up through vents back towards A site, and they'll have the bomb planted. And man, at this point, you have to go for it since the last round of the half, but
Yeah,
looking tough
just
for
a couple
Omen.
flashes.
Yeah, she's gonna go hard.
The drop straight on the
kills
site.
come through, and Chris might get it. Not quite. Another
Very
USP
admirable
spray
attempt.
down doesn't net him any favors. Yeah, an admirable attempt. Unfortunately, Team Mythic come out 8-4 on top so far. Omen got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, an interesting half. Like it feels like Omen had a lot of opportunities to convert rounds for sure. And is the Hut also surely is wrong about that, right? There's no way Omen have gone through all of their timeouts.
I'm gonna
I
try to
know they
start.
used one earlier.
I think this would at least be their third, so the at most would probably have one left.
I love Mythic's style here on this pistol, by the way. The double dually armor. Huge fan of that.
Whenever I'm on the CT side and it's pistol run, I'm always rocking the Yeehaw dualies, dude. Like, you just gotta. It's just I'm like Dexter, bro. I just spam that shit.
It's just fun. Just feels
It
good.
is.
Feels
It's a
right.
fun gun. It's got like I think some of like the worst armor pen in the game. But if it's like a T rush, especially towards ramp or through squeak, if you have the right angle and you just start clicking, you can just knock their heads off one after another. And Mythic gonna get it a little bit cheeky with this. Push it a little bit over to you got a double ramp set up at least.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine that Mythic go for a lobby crunch pretty quickly here.
Because the Flom's waiting.
Yeah, they look like they're already getting impatient here. Are Omen going to be ready for this, though? I think they spotted MP9. Yeah.
Yeah, Heisen Cooper getting kills of their own.
Oh, whoa.
Just
That
that
was
was a
maybe a
very
bit.
quick drop.
That was kind of overzealous from Cooper. I'm not too sure.
No, yeah, I was about to say,
was-
taking the fight all by himself. You know there's gonna be multiple there. And Heisen spotted out
Yowza
right
stuck.
towards dark corner. One falls
Ooh,
through to
messy
Austin.
fight.
Pistol. Flom will get a kill of his own, and it's off to Chris. Won't get anything on this round, and the defeats will come in. Team Mythic, one away from making it double digits after this. It's a tough
Yeah,
pill to
that
swallow.
was just a weird transition into that post plant there where they got the bomb down and it feels like it should have been comfortable, but that position there in Ninja was just like super tricky to deal with.
I feel like they really haven't been that comfortable the entirety of this game. Ever since like they started the round loss chain from like round 3, they've been kind of on the back foot. They've had some success with some trade outs and whatnot, but as we see on the board, they've only gotten one other round. And
force up into this one as well with the Hero Galil.
Hero Galil and a bunch of Tech 9s. MP9 getting
Oof,
burned
that
out.
is a lot of damage.
Right. A lot of damage. And Austin straight onto Bingus. Cooper will take down Wise. MP9 with the trade onto Heiza, though. MP9 might try to re-swing this. He does. But the M41S from Cooper finds Rue once again.
Yeah, now Chris is left alone.
Yeah, Austin just farming outside.
Oh, and yeah, there he spotted Chris.
They'll take down Chris as well, and the Hero Galil goes from 0 to 0.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Omen wanted to try and catch Mythic off guard by just going straight through and not respecting that util, but I mean, they took what, like 100+ damage off that molly?
Oh, 100%. At least 3 of them took at least like
Yeah,
10 to 20, 10 to 25 molly damage each. I think one of them was lit down to like half health. It was absolutely insane. And I get it,
definitely
like the
something they're
TQ
gonna
molly's like
regret.
pretty bad. But like at that point, if you're gonna rush, you have to be smart about it. Just pistols
Oof,
for this
once
T
again, the
side of
util.
Omen. Yeah, a lot of util. Mythic has been on point with their nade placement so far this game.
I think it's trying to deliver with the deagle.
Yeah, spotting at least one player. Out towards warehouse. Gets flash will fall back towards red. Found a little bit more cover. As we see, Omen, it's like they're not even going for like map control. You have Rue
Yeah, late
pushing a
smokes
little
here.
bit. Yeah, you have Rue pushing a little bit towards like trophy. But in reality, like they're just I don't know. Almost like their tail with their tucked between the legs. And like
Yeah, I
not even a
think
minute left.
Mythic
Truck loaders
seemed pretty aware of what's going on.
Truck loaders
Truck's
about to get
playing
baseball
risky,
low.
but
He gets one at
Luck only
least.
gets one.
But that'll be a free rifle for them.
That does
Wine
set
leading
up
the
Omen to
charge.
get something interesting done here.
Oh, and a nice jump through and a spray down onto Flom. Now it's off to Heiza and Austin. Keeping them at bay. Austin's still up towards the top of ramp. Wine will take down Heiza as well. So Austin on
It's
1v4 attempt to for the defuse. Could go for this.
oh
Oh. Lack of trigger
yeah.
discipline. They're immediately gonna know where he is at.
Yeah, I mean, with no kid not around, you would expect Austin to win anyway, regardless.
Oh yeah. The trigger discipline could have had him at least 1 or 2 kills. Yeah, Austin can play smart here. Gonna go ahead and go for the save. Maybe an exit frag if he sees. Yep, save it.
Yeah, I mean, surely with even just this one saved rifle, that should secure a pretty good buy for Mythic into the next gun round.
I mean, Truck and Heiza have a little bit less than 2K. Flom and Cooper
Yeah,
have
they'll
about
just
4.
drop an one player on like a SMG probably.
Yeah, let's say drop him like a MP9. Either MP9 or like another D or something. Give him a pocket op.
Yeah, and I actually am really glad Omen are getting the op out on Ween. I definitely think that's the right decision for them to be making.
Ween's been a pretty big powerhouse for both this game and throughout this season. Need him to start cracking open some heads with that long boomstick. Lots of classic util going outside. Bingus aggressive with it, pushing all the way towards Secret. Might walk through this smoke. Nope. He's
Yeah,
gonna
good
hide
timing.
up. Yeah, excellent timing. He's gonna hide towards the top entrance of Secret though.
Oh, Shaza's getting aggressive towards the lobby with the 5-7, it looks like.
Let's see, Flom with a quick trade on Rue though. That's really what you wanted. Swap out
Mythic have a
pistol
lot of
player for
info now, I think. They know
Oh,
lobby's
yeah.
pretty clear.
I like this luck by Chris though.
Oh,
Oh no, hopefully they didn't make any noise. Hopefully they didn't hear that from up top. See if Chris can get this. Oh no, Austin heard him.
yeah, are Omen just holding? I'm not too sure what they're doing.
Listen, this is a really good spot. Chris still gets a drop on him, takes down Austin. That's going to make this a little bit more of an even game.
Oh, wait.
4 on 3. Cooper and Truck
outside
outside now
retake.
to assist. They get the kill onto MP9 and Bingus. Wine with the op. Misses the first shot. Might try to go for the reconnect.
Cooper was very careful not to overpeak there.
Let's say very careful. And now they can go for the Bravo site hit as well. It's actually perfect for them. They'll at least get the plant down.
Good kill from Bingus.
And Wayne with the op mopping it up. And that's another
Yeah.
round for Omen, a round that you so desperately need. You've really got to start punishing this fickle CT economy.
Yeah, the pressure is definitely on Mythic now to figure out how they want to try and stop Omen from closing the gap. Yeah. Makes sense to pick the timeout here.
Yeah, just, you know, flip through your little strat book, see what's going on. This is Team Mythic's first game of the season, so I don't think they're really stressed about this. It's no big deal. But you don't want to start the season out with a loss, especially on Nuke, where Mythic's had a lot of practice and stuff like that. I think this is one of their stronger maps, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I'm sure Mythic, even though people view them as just like the stream team, I think people still do have a certain level of expectation for Mythic. And so I think if they do feel pressure, I think it's because they want to live up to that level.
Yeah, I mean, last season they didn't do too bad. They were 10-4 on the regular season, and then 3-2 in the postseason with a 9th and 13th placement overall in the playoff series. Not too bad, and like we said earlier, this is Omen's debut season into ESEA North America Advanced. So, I mean, so long as they make playoffs, honestly, I'm not mad. Oh my goodness, what an actual insane play. The walk through the smoke and the flash outs come through, and Omen absolutely crushed Team Mythic. Admittedly, they only had some upgraded pistols, but it's super nice to see these different sweaty strats come through, especially with the smoke and the pop flash.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just good to see Omen go for the MAC-10s there and just have that level of confidence, I guess, and just be like, we know they're going to be on the pistols. Let's do something interesting here.
Nothing else. Flex the muscles, get your strat book a little bit of use in. As we see a rebuy in now for Team Mythic. I will say their util looking rather weak. They've got rifles across the board. Ooh, Wine missed with the op. And that's going to get a lot of comms out. Cooper will take on MP9 with the opening kill. That's one of your outside players already down and out for the count.
Yeah, that's a good setup pick from Mythic. They're going for the fast pick from Secret.
Flom holding very close towards Squeak. Well, no one's in the immediate vicinity. And I like this swap up from Cooper from all the way from Secret now down towards main, or I should say mini. He can wait for them if they decide to go cheeky.
Yeah, this is just a really practical setup from Mythic.
Yeah, they haven't really done anything too terribly fancy besides change the pace that they've been attacking or defending through, and like some classic lobby crunches. And it's been doing them pretty well so far. Here. Flom ready and waiting, takes out round Rue with MP9. Gonna get aggressive with it, but Chris with a quick trade. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Absolutely dinked.
Yeah. They were just shut down at the ramp room by Truck Lover.
It's tough. Fake an A push and then go straight towards ramp. Let's see, I think Chris spotted his head. He's going to run away.
Yeah, it looks like Mythic are going to try and deprive this this rifle from Omen. Trying to die before time.
The one taps don't come in. Heiza will finish off Chris, and that's 11 on the board for Team Mythic.
Yeah, I mean, at least we can say that Omen do have the economy buffer, so things aren't too scary for them into this round yet. And even if they lose this one, they're still going to be a little comfortable at least, but...
Yeah, but if you lose this one, you got to be perfect for the rest of the game, and as we see in the round chart, it's been looking rather shaky throughout the entirety of this map. Aggressive util setups. Flom is going to go ahead and jump down towards vents. Now back up. MP9 might fake the A exec here. Rue possibly making some noise. He'll get maybe bait a little bit of extra rotations in.
Oh, wait. Oh, Austin's pretty committed here. This is going to be interesting. They're not going to clear him. Austin has an opportunity here.
And Heiza gets two for his efforts. Wine onto Austin outside. So that's your outside CT player gone, but at the cost of 2 Ts. And MP9 still has yet to activate through lobby. Truck Lover drops from heaven, so it just leaves Cooper up there.
There's a small gap at ramp, but Omen don't know about it, and they just feel kind of stuck right now, I think. But Truck Lover might be giving them a gift.
Oh my god, Truck Lover.
Great pick.
And Heiza are the ones giving the gift. And Truck, another kill, this time onto Wine.
Yeah, I mean, Truck
That's
Lover
make this map point for Mythic.
It's just unstoppable right now.
Yeah, I mean, when we're going up some of the best in North America, that is kind of what you expect. I think Flom's like number 81 in NA right now. Austin is number 306. So these aren't just some Joe Schmoes. These aren't just some random streamers they're playing against tonight. Some of the best in North America.
2 SMGs on Omen. Not ideal.
Okay, so you're going to have to play aggressive with this.
Is it going to be another upper pop? I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I think they're just honestly scared to play Truck Lover over towards ramp, to be quite frank. Truck has been farming the majority of the game. He's 23-9 so far. Opening kill by Rube. Cooper with a trade. Oh my goodness. But Wine will take down Flom as well with his Mac.
Oh, Cooper was caught out a little bit there.
Yeah, you still have one more over in Heaven. And Austin over towards Mini. Wine will get the kill on the Truck. And that just leaves Austin in a 1v3 clutch. This is for all the marbles to win the game. Oh, and that also leaves a gap in the smoke. He can still poke this.
Yeah, Omen are still being careful not to overpeak anything.
Yeah, also might try to go for an exit over here towards Hut.
Chris is holding.
Doesn't have to play extra defensive. Yeah, force Austin away from the site. They'll die to the bomb. But you know what? It's okay. That's 8 on the board for Omen. Okay, MP9 actually lives. So that's an extra AK that they don't have to rebuy into. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that was a good post plant from Omen. Good, just solid way to keep things locked down. They didn't overpeak, even though they had that smoke out.
Yeah, you just have to. I think you really need to change the pace here. You're down 4. You've been playing slow. You've been playing scared almost the entirety of this game ever since like you started faltering towards on your CT side. I'm really surprised they haven't been doing anything special. They've been going for a lot of like wraparounds towards A and just straight up A hits. They've crunched down a couple of times whenever they had like full SMG buys, but
yeah, I mean, I'm
like
trying to remember if Omen have taken ramp room yet.
I don't think they have.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Truck Lover has just been on point throughout the entirety of the game, and they're like, I think the last time they tried to take ramp, they absolutely got shut down because I think it was MP9. He faked a push towards A site, and the rest of them ran ramp, and Truck Lover just absolutely farmed them. More eggs.
Oh, there was one round they took.
Oh, Rue absolutely demolishing headshot on a Cooper. Expecting Truck Lover to immediately rotate through Trophy. He doesn't. He actually goes back towards Hell. And they're expecting the rest of Omen to push through. Oh, and spams through smoke connect. Chris and Austin make connections, but Austin is the one that falls. And Flom might calming us. Hey, they might be pushing towards Secret now, boys. Get ready.
Yeah, time is starting to tick down, and Hyaza's in a good position here.
Flom on MP9, but Bingus on the trade with Heiza too. Truck Lover is going to be the first one to get on this site through ramp. Bingus is ready and waiting. He's going to hear him jumping too. Tries to make it aggressive, but gets nothing. Bomb will go down. And now you're stuck in a really weird place. It's a 2-on-3. So you have the numbers advantage. But Truck Lover's already basically on top of the bomb.
Yeah, they don't really have util to help, though.
Truck Lover tries to go for the fake. Instead gets a face full of lead. Flom with the trade onto Chris. And onto Wine. Flom fakes the plant.
Gets the pick, but is there the time?
No time.
No.
That makes this a little bit more doable. Omen now clawing their way back to force us into an OT. 12-9. Three
wanna
more
say,
perfect rounds.
I think that has been... Is that the third or fourth round that Rue has found an opener? Rue has had quite a few this game.
Rue's been looking promising, like you said, yeah. I like Rue's aggressiveness. Both Rue and Wine have played a little bit aggressive on their respective sides throughout this game. Rue, an absolutely crucial opener for some of these rounds.
Yeah, and now obviously the issue for Mythic is they have a pretty bad eco, so... And so far, Omen have not really faltered against the weak buys.
Yeah, they've just been, as soon as they know the economy's been pretty hard, they get even a little more aggressive with their T-side plays. So I expect them to push hard towards site. You've got a flash and a couple of upgraded pistols. Truck has a Deeg.
Esports ramp.
Another classic A setup.
This is interesting. There's a chance for Mythic to get punishing kills here.
Oh, they do. Oh my goodness. Trades one after another. It's a 2-on-2. 1-on-1. Truck Lover and Chris. Spots the elbow. And a nice headshot. The swing out gets denied. Chris refusing to let Truck win this game on a eco. On an eco round. I was literally thinking to myself, like, bro, if they win this on an eco round, I'm gonna have some stern words to say to these boys after this game.
5 or 10 seconds was like all it took there for all those trades and kills to go in.
Less than 5 or 10. Oh my goodness. It was such quick pace. And as an Ego CT, that's such a great move to just immediately clamp down and do like a lobby crunch. Like, I will never be mad on a CT Eco lobby crunch, because if they're not expecting it, you can catch them off guard pretty hard.
Oh,
Being
wait.
this time ready, waiting with the AK, but Truck's not going to give them anything to really bait at.
I would really love to see Omen go for a ramp take.
Yeah, I think
It's
they've done
risky,
like maybe they've done at most 2 ramp pushes on the C side. And it really hasn't made it any favors. Hides a falls to MP9's Mac 10. Bengals will get the bomb plant very quickly.
I'm stuck in the 10th corner.
Chuck Liver and Cooper taking a lot of util damage, as does Flom as well. This is actually really good. Soften up their potential CT reoffenses a little bit.
Mythic, they look like they at least
See,
are
they might
kind of
save.
fishing for it.
They're fishing for exits, but at this point, they're going to go for the save. They don't want to give up these rifles, because at this point, if you lose this round and you lose all your players, then you're pretty much just playing for OT.
Yeah, we're getting the full 24. A little bit of eco damage on Omen, but definitely not what Mythic would have wanted going into this.
I mean, Chris is the only one to fall, so if you really think about it, MP9 can just hand him his SMG and they can buy them an AK. Okay, Chris gets the AK. MP9.
And I just find it really interesting that was another SMGG opener from Omen. They're having a weirdly high amount of success just taking these like Mac 10s and just running into upper.
Yeah, whenever it's like an SMG buy, they're not afraid to like get aggressive with it and go early for these shot kills and just shoot at body of sight. But as soon as we get like the full rifle buy, they immediately hit the back pedal and start slowing things down and getting a little bit more tactical, which hasn't necessarily been to their favor, but we'll see how it shakes up in this final round of regulation.
you know, I believe in the OT. I do.
I believe in the OT too. I really believe Omen. You know, they fought so hard throughout just getting here in the first place.
Wait,
And
oh,
I
what is
really want to see them
Austin?
succeed.
He just got caught trying to push Africa.
Oh my god, what is going on? That's an interest. I don't like that at all. Whenever you're dancing with OT, like I get it, you want to go for like a special pick. And speaking of picks, Flom onto Bing gets a nice headshot. But like, especially whenever outside, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely
One of
just
the
a
two.
disrespect play.
Like I get it, you're trying to like end this game before it goes to OT, with how slippery a slope it can be on either side. But I
Okay,
mean, at this point,
so
you got to be a little bit safer.
the
Speaking of safe,
re-execing
Omen.
outside.
Yeah, this is really weird. They're playing exorbitantly slow. Cooper trying to catch him out right. Oh, they almost line up straight for him.
Good
Rude takes
damage,
all
but
the damage. 3 HP in a dream. Wine still holding the heaven angle with the oh my goodness, almost caught out. The timing just couldn't be better.
oh wait, I think Omen are reading this right too. But Mythic are gambling towards B. They already
Yeah.
sent truck down ramp.
Bombs over by
Mythic are
single
going
as
to have
well.
2 here to stop this.
Taking a lot of damage. Goes down.
Truck lover
Truck
known.
lover on top. And that makes this 12 and 12 OT, baby.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, like, Mythic even made the right gamble there, leaning towards B fast.
Now the real question is, can Omen close this out? They've been shaky all this game, but they've been clawing back victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, and it
Forcing
looks like
Team Mythic
that
into OT.
that is now what's pushing Cooper to get the op. He wasn't touching it before, but Cooper's finally going to give the op a go.
Let's see. I think Cooper... Did Cooper ever even really play with the op on the CT side? I think he did a couple of rounds, but... The last
Finds
bit.
a quick
Okay,
opener
there we
with
are.
it.
Yeah. And Cooper onto MP9, straight up outside. Absolutely demolishing them. Flom gonna go ahead and push super hard into Hut this time. Might make an inkling peek towards Lobby. He's got backup with Heisa as well, if they decide to rotate and peek through.
Yeah, Omen are playing definitely super cautious of this.
Cooper tags the hand of Rude and then finishes him off with a chest shot with the op. Misses the second, and
But
Bingus
Flom
gets
in
him
the
out.
lobby.
Flom with a quick trade. Oh, yeah, and then Chris trades him out as well. But Heisa will finish the round out. That's only 2 down for Team Mythic.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper, seeing that round, it almost makes me wonder why he wasn't wanting to bring it out sooner. I mean, he looked confident. He immediately got a great opener with it. Good impact with it.
Yeah, just unfortunate. We'll see if Omen can scrape up something else on the second round of OT. It's going to be 8Ks across the board with the exception of Wine buying into that op once again. Root poking a little bit once again. Oh, Bingus goes down hard to Austin's Molly. And that is an opening frag you do not want to see. That's just salt in the wound at this point.
Would it be possible to see the util damage that we have on Austin already? I wonder how much he has. Ah, it's on the other screen. We can't see it.
RIP. Cooper once again making his name known. An op kill this time onto Rue. Flom trying to get cheeky with it.
Yeah,
Goes up
on
ladder
T
from
Roof.
lobby. Yeah, let's say on T Roof gets absolutely mollywopped. MP9 tossing some fresh util down as well, trying to flush out any potential CTs and any little hidey holes. But this is still a really weird position. You don't have hardly any map control as T side. You got less than a minute to play. Cooper's holding this hard with the op as well.
Completely confident setup from Mythic.
Mythic has played confident this entire game. Oh, and he gets a kill anyway. Weenie with the trade, though. It's going to be a 3-on-2. You got about 40 seconds left to play.
Oh, are they going to clear here?
Oh, he tries to no-scope. What is going on? MP9 almost gets the triple to secure the round, but Austin will swing in from mini and get the final frag.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
gonna
nice
make
try
this.
from MP9, but
No, yeah. I don't like the immediate aggression with the op going in first. Like I get it,
yeah,
you
I
want to
mean,
trade him out, but it's like a 2-on-3. Like a trade frag is not what you really need in this scenario.
I think Omen just got so comfortable with Mythic not really going for these op openers that now that they're really looking for it, I think they're just getting caught a little bit.
Yeah, looking rather awkward, especially towards these early stages of the round. They've taken a lot of util damage from Mythic, and they've been getting exploited pretty heavily. We see two outside this time, and it looks like Truck is still holding towards ramp room as well. Being is ready for any potential pushes on the CT side, but I mean, Mythic really haven't been pushing outside too terribly hard. They pushed once, I think, but I think it was Austin. He got absolutely denied over towards red box.
In the first OT round, Cooper also got that opener outside on red. Okay, cross smokes up from Omen.
Yeah, they're taking this round again, once again, very slowly. But I think Mythic really likes to play this slow game. They like Omen feeling uncomfortable and just stewing in their own uncertainties. Because, I mean, throughout the entirety of this T side, Omen really haven't been aggressive in getting map control.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Mythic don't feel the need to get any information right now. They seem confident with the information they already have. Oh, and Flom has seemingly cleared outside.
And Palm's going for these interesting lurk plays.
Two great
Isa and
entries,
Cooper both
though.
fall super hard. MP9 tagged as well. Sprays coming
Clever
from
through
Heaven
Heaven.
and Mini and Hut. Oh my goodness, they're coming from everywhere. That's going to be an interesting 3-on-2 retake. And
Whoa.
Flom jumping through the smoke gets a kill into MP9.
This could get scary.
This could get very scary at the plate for their lives. Don't
Austin
want to
getting
lose
on
any
top of
more
Hut.
potential rounds.
Oh, Chris wasn't ready,
Oh
but a good
no.
trade. Damage.
And Bingus onto Flom with the headshot, clawing back ever so slowly. 14-13, still in Mythic's favor, but this is also still anybody's game.
Yeah, that was definitely a needed round for Omen there. Important conversion in that 1v1.
Now it'll be interesting to see what Omen come up with on their CT side of this OT. They weren't really all that strong on their CT half in regulation, only netting, I think, 4 rounds.
Yeah, I
So,
believe you're right.
and Mythic have been opting to play very aggressive. They got full buys regardless, so I'm expecting them to be high octane, high pulse action. Give the devil an inch, he'll take a mile. Give Flom an inch, he'll take the map. Expo, do you have matching knife glove combo?
I wish I did. I wish I did. Especially that one right there on screen.
I was about to say purple. I think that's driver's gloves and the knife. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to think about how much that costs. But yeah, it's been an interesting game so far. No matter what the scoreline is, Mythic have been looking very composed. They've looked pretty. They haven't really looked like they've been on the back foot for the majority of the games. Admittedly, they lost some key portions of their econ through regulation, which forced them to pistols, which Omen were able to honestly pretty easily convert, as you should at this stage. Some of the rounds were looking a little shaky. I think the very last eco round that Mythic had, it was like a 1v. It ended up being a 1v1 against Truck for
Yeah, I
the
mean,
win.
I don't have the numbers in front of me to like objectively know if it's true, but I feel like something big that's different between Omen CT side and Mythic CT side is the impact that they were getting off of their CT utility. I feel like Mythic were just getting that little bit more out of every piece of utility.
Oh my goodness.
We have the
Production just
actual
brought out the
main
profile
HUD.
pictures. Let's go. I love
This is
Flunk Pro.
lovely.
That shit is it's so goofy. Only 2 production all game to finish this, but it's okay. We love production. Always coming in clutch with these nice graphics.
Oh,
Wine
this
once again poking
is
heavy with the off and the opening kill onto Austin. That is salt in the wound for Team Mythic. And that is just what you want to see to open up this second half of OT.
yeah, and I like where Ween's immediately taking this right
If I
towards
say
ramp.
straight, he might actually boot. He's gonna go for the boost. Oh my god, I love this.
This is good, but
Bingus tank is
Mythic
the
are
boost.
already pretty far through Secret.
Yeah, but they're gonna hit this Bravo site. If nothing else, they can swing through the vents,
Oh
which they
yeah,
won't.
Ween already kicked off the angle. This can definitely get a little awkward.
Yeah,
We've seen Omen struggle even with man advantage in these rounds before.
Yeah, they have side control. They have bomb down. You're waiting for your fellow CT players to rotate all the way through. So it's gonna be a quad push through ramp. This is gonna be really awkward.
Smoke.
Opening util coming in, and the double pokes come through on both sides.
They know where the op is.
Cooper opening kill, Truck Lover as well into MP9. Wine onto Hyza, but Cooper onto Rue as well, and it's all up to Chris. Oh, stuck between a rock and a hard place. He at least denies the op. No time to defuse. And Flom will get the final kill.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we have just seen Omen continually kind of struggle with some of those retakes. Like I said, even when they have the man advantage, and even when they have maybe good util, they just are struggling to really get out and get into the site, get the picks they need.
Yeah. No matter what, even though they're playing with, like, whether they play with advantage or disadvantage, they've been looking rather uncomfortable. And it kind of shows in how they play. They're not going for these immediate reaggressions towards the plant. You see slow rotations coming in through as well on the post plant. And Rue
Finding one on
very
the Rue.
quickly. Thanks to Trucks AK. Bingus with a quick trade, though.
I need a trade too, but again, they can't let Mythic onto this B site. I kind of worry that it's going to end up the same as last round yet again.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
If I'm not mistaken, the bomb is currently lobby, though, in radio.
Yeah, I think at this point, Mythic is just opting for information.
Okay, no, it's Cooper.
Oh, Cooper has a bomb.
Yeah.
Cooper has a bomb, yeah.
Okay,
Wine,
Ween
nice
finding
on the
that onto
bomb.
Flom is important, but yeah, again,
A 4v4 retake on B site, that's still very tough. Double flash comes out. And as you see, Omen are just, they're just getting caught outright, like, just gambling and losing.
yeah, now this retake is a little different. I think in the last one they only had one coming from this backside. I think with two players here that might be enough of a difference, but
bomb is taken.
It's going to be hard.
And Hyza, an absolutely demolishing headshot into MP9. Good lord.
Yeah, now just Ween left. And yeah, I mean, almost completely clean there from Mythic and OT. Unfortunately for Omen, they found themselves in acceptable mid rounds on those CT rounds, but the retakes just not quite up to par, and Mythic were just able to chew them apart.
Yeah, they looked rather shaky on the majority of the rounds, especially on the post plants on CT side. Like, they just cannot get it together for just about any retake. But I will say, props to them for trying. 13 to 16, forcing a team like Mythic into OT. Like, you can't ask, honestly, for any better results than that.
Yeah, and Mythic absolutely deserved their credit as well. I mean, they were all hitting great shots, Truck especially, and their positioning was very active and very good in those post plants to stop Omen from getting any chances.
Yeah, Omen just looked a little bit like a fish out of water, a little bit uncomfortable throughout the majority of the game. Mythic were able to change the pace to dictate how they wanted it, no matter whether it be CT or T side. Truck Lover with a 30 bomb over on the game, looking really nice. KD of 1.88. Flom with 25 kills at a KD of 1.32. Wine almost had a 30 bomb. He had 28 kills as well with a KD of 1.47.
Yeah,
So, I mean, overall, Omen can hold their heads high. You're, what, I think 3-2 for the season. So, overall, not the worst. An unfortunate, outcome. But, it's your debut season into advanced. You're gonna have your wins, you're gonna have your losses, and just take these on the chin coming in towards the next game. Like thinking, hey, like what can we do differently? Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's try to watch the VOD back and scrap together some of these strats that we were thinking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Omen, I think, even though they took the loss against Mythic, it's definitely still something to be happy about for the players. I think.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Like if nothing else, like you didn't go down whenever it was like it wasn't another 7-13 game like last week.
Yeah.
You were forced them into OT. You even got a point in OT. There's not much else you can ask for. But they're not out of the neck of the woods yet. On Wednesday, they play Zomblers, who are looking fairly solid this season. I want to say they're like 4-1 on the season. Yeah, they're 4-1 on the season. I do believe. Let me check just to verify.
So we'll be in
Yeah,
for
they're
an
4-1. They
interesting
just
match
won against
then.
FlyQuest Red. So they're not out of the neck of the woods yet. Their second game this week is looking pretty tough. Zomblers have at least two players in the top 200 of NA. So this is a little bit more doable than Team Mythic, but I mean, you still have your work cut out for you. But I think that will be it for us for the night. Team Mythic took the win over Omen this time, 13-16. Expo, do you have any parting words for our lovely audience?
Um, that was fantastic Counter Strike.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I hope everyone has a fantastic day/afternoon.
Yep. Production, please remind me, are we going to have a ESEA main or advanced game on Tuesdays and Thursdays this week? Okay, not this week. This week we will not be having games Tuesdays and Thursdays, but Wednesday we will be seeing Omen play Zomblers, who are 4-1 so far this season. But that will be it for us tonight. I am your friendly neighborhood host, Smokey, alongside with me tonight, Expo. Appreciate everyone coming out, watching some good old fashioned BO1s and Counter Strike North America. Appreciate everyone taking the time to come out here and hope to see you on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Bye.